Sharing a screen.
And you say it seems you have some background noise. Yeah. Ready?
Let me try to if I can find a quiet place on it.
Yeah, that would be good.
How about now?
Okay, it's better. Okay, great.
That's better, right? Okay.
Okay.
So let's get started. So this next topic we are going to talk about is our data protection storage, and I will introduce the new version of Ocean Protect backup plans and backup storage. Both of these two products, we have new versions which will be released at the end of this month. So today we will focusing on the top and the key valuable features in this new version because actually we have too many new enhancement and new update in this new versions, but because today is just a pre-sales training, so we mainly focus on the top requirements and the top sales scenarios, and we will not talking too much technical principles. Okay, we mainly focus on the sales scenarios and technical points. I think that's enough. But later, if you have any question or any doubts, just feel free to unmute yourself, or you can just write down your question, and later we can review them in the Q&A session. Okay, let's get started. So first, let's have a quick review. Let's have a quick review about our data protection storage, sales scenarios, and also the marketing strategies to make sure that we are always on the right direction to find our target customers, to find more business, right? That is our main idea. So first, let's take a look at this picture. Actually, this is our data protection product and solution product portfolio. And from this page, we can see that we have so many different types of solutions. And we have our backup storage, also backup plans, and also the security plans, which named Ocean Cyber. So, but I want to emphasize that as you can see, we have so many different product models here. No matter backup storage or backup plans, both of these two types of products, we have so many different product models to cover the entry level, middle range, and high end scenarios. And I want to emphasize that every time, if we find an opportunity with our customer, we should choose the right product model to fulfill the customer requirements, so that we can have a better cost. Then we can have a more leverage to compete with our competitors, right? So the different product model, they have the different specifications, including the performance, including the capacity, the maximum capacity. This is a big difference. Okay. So second is previously just the product portfolio. Second, let's have a quick review because we also got a new recognition by the Gartner in this year, 2026, which is a customer choice. We are still actually we are winning this award again because we got this customer choice award last year, 2025. So this year we continue keeping the customer choice quadrant. We are always got the highest score from our customer side. So this is also a very good weapon for you when you're trying to show our marketing recognition to your customers. Okay, this is a new update for the marketing recognition. So for the backup plans, operation paths, we see operation scenarios or sales scenarios. Here we can mainly focus on this 4 pillar. Okay, the first pillar is which is the most mature because they are all belong to our Huawei ecosystem, including HCS, I mean the Huawei Cloud Stack, and also the DCS and Gauss DB data warehouse solution. They are all belong to Huawei's ecosystem. So and also including the carrier scenario, for example, software business and also the 5GC core network business. All of these applications combination are all our Huawei ecosystem. So we can have the best. Actually, we can provide the best compatibility ecosystem capability. So this is the most common scenario that we delivered. As you can see, the total delivered amount of the device is more than 1,000. Okay, in the past few years. So this is the first one. Second one, the second and third pillars, they belong to our main sales scenarios for the Ocean Protected Backup Plans, which is a file system scenario, and also the virtualization scenario, plus the database scenario, including for example, virtualization, including the VMware, the database, including the Oracle database, the MySQL. Later, we have another separate page to introduce the database backup scenario. So for this 3 common scenario, I mean application scenarios, meaning we can support for the Ocean Protected Backup Plans. What is our recommended scenarios to sell with our Ocean Protected Backup Plans? And the last one, in the past, we are always weak on this scenario because if the customer they wanted us to migrate their current backup data, we don't have such capability in the past. But now in this new release, we have professional services plus professional tools to do that kind of backup data migration. In the coming slides, I will introduce more details about that. So for the marketing strategies from this page, you can see actually why we mainly focus on these 4 industries because our more than 80% of our total revenue, I mean data protection revenue, comes from these 4 industries, including finance, governments, operators, I mean the carriers, and also the large enterprise MSP. More than 80% revenues comes from these 4 industries. And each industry, we have the specified tailored solution and a recommended product offering to for that industry. And also, we have the use cases for each scenario. Now, as you can see, all these cases are all from the Europe. Even in Europe, we do have the use cases for each industry. Okay, so this is the professional services for data migration, what I mentioned just now. As you can see, with these professional services and professional migration tools, now we can support to migrate the third-party backup data to our Ocean Protected Backup Plans. It's very simple. Just we need is you can consider to complete all the data migration process into 3 steps. The first step is we will use a tool to find out the legacy history backup data and do the data recovery. Okay, this is the first step. Second step, we will do the backup process to back up the original data which recovered by this first step, then back up this original data to our Ocean Protect backup plans. So this is the second step. The third step, we will do a verification, consistency check to make sure that the data backup in our OPA is available, could be restorable. Okay, so normally you can consider it's very quite simple. In 3 steps, we can finish the data migration by using these professional tools. So now in this scenario, as I mentioned, we can provide professional services to do that. And the tool is free of charge, but the services is the the customer must pay. Depends on the capacity, how many capacity they need to migrate. Okay. And actually now we already have a real case in China. In China, we already have a real case is doing this kind of a data migration. I mean, the backup data migration to our OPA. So now let's move to the next session. Is we will introduce our new features of OceanProtect appliance. Okay, first part is focus on the appliance new features, new versions. So as I mentioned before, because in these new versions of the OPA, actually we have so many enhancements, so many new updates. So I will not go through it one by one. So here I just highlight some important key values with the green corner. So first one is about the backup software enhancement. Now our backup plans can support the multi-tenancy features. Multi-tenancy features now we can support, and we can support the incremental backup copy type to the tape library. In the past, we can only support the full backup copy type to the tape library. Now we can support the incremental copy archiving tier to the tape library. And in this new version, OPA can support the network storage collaboration now. This technology mainly used in the MRP, in the multi-layer ransomware protection solution. Second is about solution level updates. Let me just open the point so you can know where I'm talking about. So for the HCS, as I mentioned, this is a solution level enhancement, solution level update. So for HCS backup services, now we can support the cross-AZ DR, which means cross-AZ replications, also cross-regions replications, cross-region to replicate the backup copy to another region. In the past, in the previous version, we cannot support it. Now in these new versions, we can support this kind of a feature. And also for the DCS, for the DCS, we can support to support the advanced technology we call live mount. With this live mount, we can significantly improve the efficiency of the recovery. Okay. Also, we can, as you can see here, we can achieve minutes level RTO by less than 2 minutes. And this is for software. Many main updates for the software part. For the hardware part, now in this new release, we can support a new cache memory size flavor. In the past, we only support 1 terabytes for the X8000. Now in this new version, we added one more flavor, which is 2 terabytes. So with the cache memory capacity increased, now our whole system usable capacity is also increased from the previous 1 petabytes to 2 petabytes with 1 node. So by 2 nodes, we can support to 4 petabytes now, because the cache memory size was increased. So we can support even larger of the system capacity. And for X9000 is also the same. We added one more type of flavor, the memory cache size. We can support 4 terabytes now. Sorry, 4 terabytes now. So the total usable capacity was also increased to 3 petabytes for 1 node and 6 petabytes for 2 nodes. Okay, and for the middle range, and for all of the middle range and high-end product model, now we can support the encryption disk. This is also some requirements from the real projects. And the last hardware enhancement, now in this new version, we will launch a new generation hardware for the OceanCyber. We call the name is OceanCyber 310. Okay, 310. This is a new hardware, new generation hardware, so you can provide better performance and better specifications, larger specifications. So here is the specification tables, because I don't want to mention it or say it one by one, because I think nobody can remember all of these numbers in such a short time. And I know that later after this meeting, we will, after we desensitize some information, we will share this we will share this material to you. So you don't need to worry about that. You cannot remember all the numbers here. Later you will get this material. So here I just want to emphasize is that the OceanProject X 8000 accounts, as I mentioned before, in this new release, for X 8000, for the 2 terabytes cache memory size specifications, this model, we added one more CPU. As you can see in the past, the X8000 only have one CPU for each controller. Now, for the 2 terabyte size model, we have 2 CPUs inside for each controller. So for sure that the performance has been increased a lot. No matter the backup performance or the recovery performance is almost 50% improved. Okay, so for the X9000, which is a high-end mode, because we only increased the memory cache size with to 4 terabytes. So the performance is not increased. It's not increased compared with the previous version. But the total capacity, the total usable capacity has been increased. Okay, so here is a full map of our OceanProtect backup plans, the key features that we can support. I don't want to introduce it one by one, but I want to emphasize is that our OPA now can support to one device function as both backup plans and NAS storage. What does this mean? It means that the OceanProtect backup plans can also split some loss, provide some loss space to integrate the third-party backup software to represent as a traditional backup system. Okay, this is the first first scenario. Second scenario is that it can also run our own backup software inside simultaneously. So both of these two scenarios they can existing simultaneously. Okay. So that's why we call it one device function as both backup plans and also the loss storage. So this is quite useful for us, especially for some customers. They just want to try to use a Huawei backup software, but they still want to continue using their existing backup software for a short period of time, maybe. So during this transition, we can with this solution we can support them to do this, right? Both of the legacy backup software and our Huawei backup software that are running in this one device. Okay, this is quite useful. And for the database backup solution here, we list the most common database applications here: GaussDB, Oracle, and MySQL. So for all of this database, we can support some advanced feature we call, for example, primary storage snapshot backup. Okay, it's a primary backup collaboration. This kind of technology, we can leverage the primary storage snapshot to accelerate the backup efficiency. Because with this advanced technology, you will almost zero performance impact for your production host, because they are relies on all the computing was offloaded to the primary storage. So they can with this technology we can improve the backup recovery efficiency almost by 5 times compared with the traditional way. So this is the first one. Second one is that we can support, as I mentioned, for example, the Oracle database, we can support the LaTeX format backup. So with this LaTeX format backup, we can support the live mount. Live mount means that we can mount our backup copy to the production host. Then the production host can directly recognize the backup copy instead of recover the backup data first. So in traditional way, if you want to use your backup data, you must recover your data, right? The first step. But now we can support the live mount. So because we support the LaTeX format backup, so we can use this live mount feature to let the application bring up the applications immediately from our OceanProtect backup plans. So using this technology, we can significantly improve the performance to reduce the RTO from even days to minutes. Okay, so and also fine grade restoration means that we can support the small granularity restoration, for example, table level recovery for the database, table level recovery. It's also supported. Okay. Okay, another solution level update is that now we can integrate with the DME. Okay, for HCS, it's already supported, so I don't want to mention it. So I want to emphasize that for the DME, now we can leverage the DME's functionality, such as metering or billing functionality, to have to provide a combination solution as a backup services, backup as services solution. Because the DME, they already support the metering for multi-tenancy metering and basic billing feature. They already support it. So with this, with the DME component, now we can make it as a combination to provide a backup as services solution. For the DCS, now it's also support the tenant level backup, the tenant level backup. And when we're trying to back up a VM, which created by the DCS, now we can support to volume level task backup. What does it mean? It means that we can find out all the volumes in one virtual machine. Then we can split a single VM backup into multiple concurrency subtask simultaneously based on the volume level. For example, in one virtual machine, we have 5 disks. So finally, when you're trying to back up a virtual machine, there will be 5 subtasks running simultaneously. So with this technology, you also can improve the backup efficiency a lot, almost 5 times, depends on how many volumes you have in one virtual machine. This is quite similar like the VMware backup scenario. It's almost the same principle, okay? And for some other basic functionality, for example, full backup or for every incremental backup, they are all supported for the DCS backup scenario. For the HCS backup, now in this new release, we can support, as I mentioned before, we can support the cross-region replications. Cross-region. In the past, we cannot support. Now we can support this cross-region replications, and also we can support the online-offline replication. Offline means the air gap. It's also supported now in this version. The backup copy could be replicated to the air gap, on-premise air gap, Ocean Protect accounts, to provide the ransomware protection capability for the air gap. And on the right side is a cross-AZ HA high availability feature. It means that now in the Ocean Protect backup plans in different AZ, in different available zone, they can work as a cluster. Once there is something network issue or equipment issue happen in one AZ, in one available zone, the service can switch over to another site, Ocean Protect backup plans, to make sure that there is no service interruption. Your backup service is still online. Okay. Sorry. So wait a minute. Let me just okay. So for the security part, we also have a new functionality we called schedule virus scanning. Schedule virus scanning feature, because in the past we only supported the ransomware detection, but now we can support the virus detection as well. It's different. The virus relies on the virus scanning engine. So this is also some requirements by some projects we got. So in this new version, we can support both the EDR various scanning engine and 360 various scanning engine. And how it works like this. Once you configure the policy for the schedule ransomware, schedule various scanning policy, then it will do such scanning. Every time we will take a snapshot for the backup data and mount this backup copy to the scanning engine, then the scanning engine will start to scan. Then once they finish, if we found something unusual or abnormal, they will send the notifications, alarms. This is how it works. And what's the key benefits or key advantages from our solution is that we can support, first, we can support both EDR and 360. Second is that we can support the wide compatibility operating system, Windows, Linux, and also AIX. Okay, and now it can support one OPA can support up to 16 scanning nodes. 16 scanning nodes means 16 scanning engines concurrently, simultaneously to run that job. So next is about business model. Business model for the OPA, for the Ocean Protect backup accounts. In the past, we cannot support the effective capacity mode in this OPA. We only support the effective capacity mode in the backup storage. So for this new version, now we also support it. So by using this new business model, we can help our customer to save their capex cost, Okay. For example, in a traditional way, if you are doing the physical capacity business mode, you must configure all the capacity, for example, 100 terabytes capacity. Physical capacity, you will configure all of them, all the hardwares, all the storage license capacity, and also the backup software license. This is traditional way, for the physical capacity mode. But now, if we are using the effective capacity way, you don't need to buy all of the physical capacity. You only need to maybe 30% or 40%, depends on the depends on what the detailed scenarios. Backup scenarios. And also, we can help you to save the backup software license. Because in this model, the backup software license is charged by device. It's charged by device, it's not charged by capacity. So with this new model, we can help you to save, help our customer to save their upfront fee. Okay, the capex. So this is some typical applications data reduction ratio that we can achieve based on different backup policy here. For example, the full backup every day and return at least 30 days now. For the database versionization and the file system, we can support up to 30-to-1 data reduction ratio. Okay, but remember, in the effective capacity mode, we must also provide the capacity assurance services. This is mandatory. Okay, this is mandatory. This is a combination. If you are choosing the effective capacity mode, the guarantee services must be provided. And it's a separate services the customer must be purchased. Okay, must be. We must provide such kind of assurance guarantee, capacity guarantee assurance services. So this is what I mentioned before. Is one device can provide both two different ways for the customer to use. Okay, I will move to the next because we already explained this. Another is about the OceanProtect E1000 solution. This solution is quite useful for some customer who already purchased our backup storage, which means that we already deploy our OceanProtect backup storage in their data center, but now they also want to try to use our Huawei backup software. So this could be very useful for that scenario. All the customers need is just need to buy OceanProtect E1000 server, which building our backup software inside, then they can work as a decoupled appliance solution. This is how it works, right? If your customer already have the backup storage, then they want to also try our backup appliance. They don't need to buy additional separate backup appliance box. They only need to buy a OceanProtect E1000 with our backup software inside. Then they can make it as a combination solution provided our Huawei backup software capability. And this is a little bit complex for this diagram is that when you are using the OceanProtect E1000 decoupled appliance solution, if we deploy our Protect agent, the backup agent in the host side, the data flow, the backup data flow was directly from the host to the backup storage. No need to go with the OceanProtect E1000. But if we deploy our backup agent inside of our OceanProtect E1000, because we can provide the inside agent capability, so the backup data flow goes to OceanProtect E1000 then to the backup storage. Okay, this is how the data flow going. And for the replication between two different OceanProtect E1000 solution, in the past we can only support the OceanProtect E1000 replicated data to OceanProtect backup appliance, but now we can support to both. Okay, both we can support for the replication between different devices. So what's the big difference between the OceanProtect E1000 decoupled appliance solution with the OceanProtect X series appliance? What's the difference? Almost all the ecosystem, for the data backup software capability, for the ecosystem, for the specifications, for the advanced features, they're almost the same. The only difference is that the OceanProtect E1000 plus the OceanProtect backup storage made it as a decoupled solution. They can only support to archiving to object storage. But for the OceanProtect backup appliance, they can support to archiving to tape. This is a big difference. The second is that if you want to using the ransomware, advanced feature like a ransomware, like a storage encryption feature, this kind of a license must be available on the OceanProtect backup storage. This must be available on the OceanProtect backup storage, because for the E1000 we do not provide such license. Okay, this is a big difference. So here is a simple comparison. What is our advantages with our OceanProtect backup appliance compared with the other competitors' solution like NetBackup, like Commvault, like Veeam? Because there are too many items, too many features. I want to highlight some features marked with a star. As you can see, first of all, is about hardware architecture, because what we offer to our customers is an active controller design, dual controller design architecture. So which means that we can provide load balancing, we can provide better performance, and also the better reliability. Right? This is the first one for the hardware architecture level. Second is that for the data reduction, duplication, and compression, data reduction, we can provide at least 20% more than competitors' data reduction ratio. This is always you could have such confidence to see that we can provide even 20% higher than other solution, because we have the Huawei patent algorithm on the deduplication and compression. So that's why we can have such confidence to see that. And every time when we do the POC, our test results is better than them. And third one is about the ransomware detection. Unlike other vendor solution, probably they needed to deploy a separate third-party gateway to do the ransomware detection. But what we can offer is we can offer two options. One is a separate box we call OceanCyber, right? Dedicated focus on the ransomware detection. But meanwhile, we can also provide our built-in software we call Hybrid Detect feature. Is a built-in feature inside of the OceanProtect backup appliance or backup storage. Both of these two products we can support ransomware detection. Just needed to add a license, ransomware detection license. We can provide such detection capability. And also what we can provide is a physical air gap. A physical air, because the other vendor solution, NetBackup, Commvault, Veeam, what they offer customer is a logic air gap. This is different. What we offer is a physical level. So next is we are going to talk about the new features of backup storage. Okay, previously we are talking is the backup plans. Now we are talking about is backup storage. So for the backup storage, we don't have too much updates like backup plans. So in this new release for backup storage, first update is that we added one more new model. Is E8000. Now we can support the HyperFlash version now. In the past, we only support the all-flash model. Now we can support a HyperFlash. So for our customer, we can have a better cost, right? It's a cost-effective solution. And the second is that we in this new version we can support the data reduction card, for the specified unstructured data backup scenario. With this card, with this data reduction card, we can provide even higher, up to 15% higher data reduction ratio. And also we can support the encryption disk. And for the new ecosystem capability, we can support four series, no matter entrant level, mid-range, or high-end. We can support native S3, native S3 integration with third-party backup software. And the last one is about for the NBU backup scenario, the Ocean Project can support one data turbo client to multiple backup storage to achieve the intra-domain replication. Later, we have one page to introduce this. So for the production specification table here, all the X serials are the same compared with the previous version. So in this new version, I only highlight the Ocean Project E8000. As I mentioned, now we can support HyperFlash model, the performance, and the disks we can support. So this is an overview for the backup storage. What is our advantages? So as I mentioned before, in this new version, we can support native S3. And this is for the data reduction card. With this data reduction card, for the typical unstructured data scenarios, we suggest to configure with this data reduction card to provide even higher data reduction ratio for our customer. And here is a table. Now we list some examples, typical scenarios for example, for the documentation, for the file system scenario, with this card and without this card. So with this card, we can provide a 35-to-1 based on this full backup policy, full backup every day and return for at least 30 days policy. Under this policy, we can achieve 35-to-1. Without this card, we can only achieve a guarantee 30-to-1. So this is the difference. And this table tells us is that for some long deduplication scenario, which means the customer only wanted to use the third-party software, the backup software deduplication feature, they will disable our deduplication feature on our storage side, hardware side. So in this scenario, we can provide even higher usable capacity. For example, for the X6000, if we enable the deduplication feature, we can only support the 800 terabytes usable capacity. But if we turn off, disable the deduplication feature on our storage side, we can provide even, we can support even 4 terabytes usable capacity. For the X8000, it's the same. We can, without the deduplication feature enabled, we can support up to 12 petabytes. Okay, this is a difference. So for the S3, as I mentioned, now with the native S3, we can support to integrate with the mainstream backup software. Here we mainly focus on the Veeam because Veeam, this backup software, they always trying to guide their customer, their user to use the S3 protocol. So here in this new version, now we can support the almost most of the S3 related API. Here, but we only list the partial API here. But most of the scenario we already support for the S3 integration with the Veeam. Okay, for the backup, for the restoration, for the tiering. And on the right side is about the collaboration capability between the backup storage and the MBU intra-domain replications. In this new versions, we also support this intra-level, intra-domain replications. And the maximum we can support 1 to 4. So last one is about for the OceanCyber hardware specifications. Now, in this new release, we launched our new product, hardware, which name is OceanCyber 310. So there is a comparison, as you can see. The big difference is that with this new hardware, we can support to manage up to 16 storage devices. 300 can only manage up to 8 devices. So this is the first difference. Second is that the performance, the detection performance is even almost double capacity, double performance than the previous generation. Okay, this is for the OceanCyber. Okay, that's all for the new updates, new versions updates introduction. Do you have any questions? Anyone has any questions? Because the time is too tight, I speak a little bit fast. I'm not sure if you get my, if you have any doubts or any concern, any questions. Okay, if there is no more question, I will end my sharing. Then you can continue the next. We can continue the next topic.
Okay, great. Thank you for your presentation. Okay, let's move on to the next part for the DME platform. Donghua, you can share your screen when you're ready.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good morning. My name is Qiu Donghua. You can call my nickname Joe. Yeah. Okay. So this is my topic. My topic will introduce about for the operation and maintenance platform is DME and DMIQ. So for this topic, I prepare 3 content. The first is I will introduce a key feature update for the DMIQ, which is a cloud operation maintenance platform. The second part is for the DME. This is on-premise. And the third part will be for the roadmap and support. Okay, so this is an overview of the DME and DMIQ. Actually, for the DME, this is an on-premise deployment, so which can help customer to manage the device storage, the data, and the data protection policies. And also is we provide the cloud operation maintenance platform, which is iMaster Cloud. iMaster Cloud DMIQ. For this DMIQ, we have 2 portals. One portal is for the customer, so which can help them to remote and intelligent operation maintenance. And the one portal is for our partners, so they can use these partners to using for help them for the pre-sales and also for the operation and maintenance efficiency improvement. And also we provide the several professional tools. Yeah. And for this year, so we have some different. So the first is that for the cloud, for the DMIQ, we moved from to the public cloud is to the Deutsche Telekom, which also is for the GDPR compliance. And also in this year, so we have a 3 key change. The first is that the name is changing from the DME to the iMaster DME. The DMIQ changing to the iMaster Cloud DMIQ. So which which is we use the brand iMaster and MasterCloud. So this is can be fully shared between our Huawei ICT portfolios, like for the datacom, like for the optic, yeah. And also in this year, we will merge the DME and the eDME together. So because some customers have the requirement that they want to use one portal to manage our DCS and also is for the storage. So in this year, we will have the unified portal is to manage the DME and eDME. Okay, let's move to the first part is for the MasterCloud DMIQ. For this DMIQ, as I mentioned, so we have the two portals. So for the customer, so we can help them to prevent the potential risks. Also, so we can help them to the precious planning of the resource. And also, once the problem happens, so we can have the quick response, and also we can help them to the intelligent diagnosis. So this is for the for the customers, and also it's for the partners. So we can help them to find the more digital leads, and also we can the partners can use the DMIQ platform to upgrade their professional service so to the end users, and also is to use the remote operation maintenance, so which to reduce the site visit so that we can save the cost, and also is we provide the professional tool center. And I want to highlight, so this platform is free for both for the customer and for the partners. And to use to connect to the DMIQ, so we have two ways. One is that we can directly connect the storage to the cloud, and another way is we install the client, so which is a proxy to connect the storage to the cloud. So we will recommend that. So we can use the proxy so that we can separate the storage and the outside for the cloud, and also we can use a single public IP to manage all the storages. This is for DMIQ. First is for the customer. So this platform can help them to easily and intelligent operation maintenance. And I want to highlight. So this platform is a SaaS service. So you don't need to install any software so in the data center. And we provide we can use the DMIQ to easily to evaluate the health status. So the platform can automatically to doing the comprehensive and automatic analysis of the health status of the storage. And also we can easily to see the capacity and the usage and also the data reduction ratio right now. And also we provide the workload simulation before they doing the resource provisioning. So like for the database, like for the virtualization, so that they can reduce risk doing the resource provisioning. And also we provide the mobile app, so we can easily to access the storage and to know what's the running status of the storage in the live network. The second is for the DMIQ platform. So this can help customers to doing some health detection, which can help them to proactively to prevent the potential risk. For example, like we can forecast the performance bottleneck and also the capacity bottleneck, so that we can have more time to preparing for the expansion in advance. And also in this year, so we did upgrade the HDD and SSD for the predictions. So in the traditional way, so we are using the machine learning accuracy. So that we can use pre-training from the sample data, and then so we can, when we input new data, so we can predict the result. And in this year, so we upgrade accuracy to the transformer accuracy. So we use a dual tower model. So one model is trained from the Ford drive. So we study the typical features, and also another model is a study from the frequency feature. So this is trained from the over 350 kilo drives from the network. So we can use the transformer accuracy to have the better accuracy, and also we can have more time, so over 30 days in advance to predict the fault. And also for the customer, Yes, maybe you have to know the features for the core form. So once the issues happens in the customer storage, so it can automatically to report to the cloud, and the cloud can analyze and then create the service request to the Huawei tech team, so that we can remote, so that we can help customer to handle the issue in time. And in this year, so we upgrade this feature. So if the customer is not buying the high care, but buy the co-care professional service, so we can dispatch the service request to the partners, so that partners can know the issue and can do in the remote diagnosis or the side visit to the customer side to help them to handle the issue. So this one is with this feature, so our partners can know the status from the live network, from the customers, and help them to solve the issue in time. And also is for the partners, the DMIQ platform is not just only an operation and maintenance tools. Actually, so this can help them to do the pre-sales. For example, the DMIQ platform can automatically to generate the leads. For example, like the expansion of the performance and capacity, and the replacement of the old devices. And also it's like for the voluntary renewal, so it's for the professional service. And also in this Q3, so we will have the new lead, which is for the disaster recovery enhancement. For example, like the story is not configuring the hypermetro, the hyperreplication features, so we can easily to identify this. And also for the DMIQ, so we will open the northbound interface so that this lead can be easily to integrate with partners' legacy environment. And also it's for each lead, so the DMIQ platform will give solutions recommendation, and also will be estimate the value is for the end users. For example, we will give the solutions which product we use to replace the legacy one, and the performance, and also the power consumption, and also the capex or OpEx, so which we can get the benefit for the customer. So that when our partners to engage with customer for the lead, it's not just to ask the customer the questions, but we can give them some advice. And also is for the partners, we are doing the operation maintenance for the customers. So for example, for the DMIQ platform can give them a dashboard, is to manage the customers' information, and also all the devices information, and also for the alignment and for the health evaluations. And for example, like for the asset, so we in this year, so we'll give the software version is running on the storage right now. So that we can know which storage need to upgrade in time. And also the DMIQ platform can provide the remote upgrade for the software versions. So once this version is need to upgrade. And also yes, we can give the information is that we can guide the professional services renewal in time. And also yes, we will highlight which product will be near of the end of the service, so that we can timely replacement and guide the customer's budget in advance. So all this information can help our partners to efficient to management the inventory, and we can eliminate risk in time. And also for the DMIQ platform, so we provide the professional tool centers is for the partners. So in the past, all these professional tools is used for the Huawei service team, and then now this tools is free for our partners to use. For example, like for the site planning, the implementation, and for the migration, remote operation maintenance. So here I would highlight is for the migration. So for the migration tools, actually this tool is free for our partners to use, and for serving is for the SMB customers. And also is for the migration, so we can now export to provide the SAM migration, the NAS migration, the virtualization migration support. But I want to say that so we just provide the migration tools, and all the professional service is from our partners, and we will not provide the support from the Huawei service team. So this is a difference. So we provide the migration tools, but not the migration services. Here is I want to give a case is from one of our partners in the Europe. So this is a customized partners is from the Spain. So this partners is providing the professional co-care services is through the DMIQ. So they using the platforms to manage over 60 of the storages. And after they use the DMIQ, so first it's we get benefit is for the easy delivery and operation maintenance. For example, they can save the on-site visit. Yes, actually, so they can use the remote operation maintenance of the storage in the customer side. And also, it's once the issue is happen. So in the past, the customers will be find the issue and call our partners, and then the partners know what happened and then solve it. So this will be need around 1 hour. And then now it's with the call home, so they can find the issue is in 5 minutes. And also the DMIQ platform can help them to easily for the troubleshooting. It's a saving from the 5 hours to the 15 minutes. So this is the first benefit. The second benefit is that the DMIQ platform, they provide the professional services. So our partners can using the migration tools, to provide the professional services to the end users. So in the past, when they are doing the migration, so normally they will be around over 3 days for one migration project. And then now, average will be 2 hours is enough. And also it's like for the digital installed based operations. So they can get more revenues from the lead, which is counted from the DMIQ platform. And also they can use the DMIQ platform to keep the high touch with the customers and improve the customer certifications. For example, they can give the remote inspections, and give the high quantity of the inspections and professional report to the end customers. So all this benefit is for our partners who after they use the DMIQ platform. And also we prepare the hands-on demo. So you can use your Uniportal account to access the customer's portal or partner's portal, and we prepare some demo data in the DMIQ platform, so you can easily to try to use it. The second part is for the DME. So this DME, so this is a professional operation maintenance tool. It's installed in the customer's on-premise data centers. So for the DMIQ platform, we provide the generic ops and also provide the unified space for the customer. For example, for the DME, so we can manage the virtualization server, the switch, the storage, and also the storage from third party. So we build the end-to-end topologies and give the global data view. So based on the topology and the data view, so we provide the own Dataverse. So this one is that we can help customer to manage the data, not only the major data, but also it's like for the data catalog, the data lineage, and also it's the access control, data policy, something like that. And also we provide the agent of experience. So here we have the copilot and agent functions in the DME, so we can help them to efficiently manage all the devices and enhance the resilience. For example, like we can proactively to prevent the risk, and we can use the agent to help us to easily to solve the issue in time. And also we can use the DME to optimize like for the infrastructure assessment and using the workload simulation, so we can optimize based on the advice from the DME platforms. And for the DME, so we provide the RESTful API, the SMP, so this kind of northbound interface to connect to the ServiceNow, to Zabbix, to a single platform or other data access systems. So many customer and is asking that. So I already have a unified operation maintenance platform. So like for the ITSM or the ITOM platform. So it's enough. So why we need additional professional storage operation maintenance platform? So based on my experience, so because all the ITSM, ITOM platforms, so they need to manage all the storage, all the infrastructures, not only storage but the server from different vendors. So all this not-SPARC interface is based on the APIs provided from different vendors. So normally, so this level of the platform is like for the monitoring, using for the workflow management. Yeah, but they can provide limited AIOps functions. And for the single storage management, so like for the device manager in the Huawei storage. So this is just for the single storage management. It's normally used for the initial configurations and during the new deployment. So between these two layers, so the AIOps platforms from the vendors, so we can provide the building the best operation maintenance practice from vendors. For example, like for the health management, the sub-health detection, something like that. And also this AIOps platform can help them to give the more advanced features through the private APIs connecting with storage. So like the end-to-end topology, like the fault location, and also like for the SLA-based resource provisioning, something like that. So we can provide the more advanced operation maintenance features. And also it's in the third party, it's like we can provide the automated operation maintenance. So this one can help our customers to improve the efficiency and resilience. So like for the Copilot, like for the engine, something like that. So this is the three key reasons why we need additional professional storage operation maintenance platform. So if the customer is just using ITSM or ITOM, so this is not enough. Yeah. So for the key features update, so first is like for the 0-1-3-5. The 0 means that we can prevent the potential risk in advance before the problem happens. And the 1 is that once the problem happens, so we can detect this fault within the 1 minute. And the 3 means that so we can easily to find where the problem belongs to, so within 3 minutes. And the 5 is that means that we can give the root cause and give the guidance to recover it. So this is the 0-1-3-5. So for the DME, so we based on this target, and we continuously to enhance the features for the Ocean Store Dorado, Ocean Store Pacific, and whole storage portfolios. And in this, so you can see in this table. So the yellow. The green color, so means that the feature what we have already, and the color in the orange, so this is a feature that we will provide the new release, so which is global available, general available in the last quarter, and also is if for the blue, so this is a feature that we will have so in the second half year. The next is like the features for the AI Copilot. So that in the past, so we just use the GUI interface, and we use click. Yeah. So all the operations is based on the experience. Yeah. And now so we can use the Copilot. We just give the conversational to the DME, and the DME will be understanding the customer's intent, and we will break down the test and also give the orchestrations of all the APIs, the circle of all the information together, and we give the result to the customers. So now it's around over 80% of the daily operation maintenance can be done just by a dialogue. So now we can support the building, the large language module, and also we can work with the third-party platform. So like for DeepSeek, like for the Mistral AI. The next is for the Omniverse. So this is for the unified data space. So in the past, the DME is focused on the metadata management. For example, like for the So in the past, the DME is for data management focused on the metadata management. So like for the whole data and code data tiering, and also it's like to find the duplicate and expired data, so which can help to using the like for the TCO optimization. So this is mainly focus is like for the storage administrators to optimize the TCO. And in this new release, so we have provided a new feature. So first is for the global data catalog. So now it's not just the metadata, but also we give the catalog, the schema, the data set, the table. So this one is for data management for the customer. So this one can be used for the data scientists or the data engineers to manage the data. And based on the catalog, so we provide the lineage, the data versioning, and the data access control or data sharing. So who can access the data and who can use the data. So for this one, we can give the more advanced of the data management. Yes. So this one can be used like for the data engineering, the data retrieval, or the data lake, or like for the other data applications. Yeah. So here I give the example is like for the data catalog management. So now we can create the catalog and create catalog, and we can create several tables. Yeah. So this is for the data set. So we can give more additional information for the data management, and also so we can, for example, this one can be working with our professional services to give the data labeling, and create the values of the data set to the management of the AI use case. And in this year, just now I mentioned that the DME and eDME will be consolidation from this year. So in the first quarter, so we have a unified name. So you will see that now in the new release, so we just provide the one software. It's iMaster DME. So you will not see the eDME anymore. Yeah. But in this Q1, so you will see that. So we still need a separate department. So when we need to manage the DCS and manage the state storage. And in the Q3, so this two departments can be merged. So that means that we can just use the one DME to manage both for the DCS and for the storage. So for the legacy, like evolution, for example, like customers have the DME only, or the eDME only, or they have the one DME and one eDME. So how can they merge together? So we can give the different evolution paths. So first is that we can easily upgrade from the legacy to the new target. And if we want to merge the DME and the eDME of the legacy, so we need doing some migration of the data. Yes, but with our IDEs can support for this one. Yeah. So based on my experience, so I can give some suggestions to how to engage with customers to find opportunities. So first is that we create the topics for the interest of our customers. So the first is that many customers now is very interesting on the agent ops new experience, because they want to using the agent ops to help them to improve the efficiency and to find the potential risk. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So based on the some stories from our customers. So for example, we can every day, so we were doing like for the monitoring or check the status. So many customers say that it's like a monkey job. So now it's with the DME, so all this can be done automatically. So average they will be saving 1 hour every day. And the second is that, so in the past, the customers can only find the problems and then solve it. So these are reactive ways of the operation maintenance. But now with the DME, so we can proactively to prevent it. And the third one is that, so many customers say that, oh, okay, my application teams complains that they have the issue. So I am the owner to solve it in the limited time. Yeah, but most of the cases, the problem is not from the IT part, it's from the application part. So with the DME, so we can easily to find where the problem belongs to. So our IT admins, yes, will not be a scapegoat anymore. Yeah. And the second topic is like in the area, so everybody knows that data is very important. So how to manage the data? So we can give the two stories, the points that, so we can help them to save their cost, because most of the data is we have cold data, hot data, cold data, and also some data is duplicated and some data expired. So we can use the DME to easily to identify this and optimize it. And also it's like we can help customers to build a data catalog, so we can easily to find data and use the multi-model data retrieval in a second. So we can easily to use the data. Yeah. And also it's for the DME, so we build the hand-on demo. So this way it can be accessed, and you can use the Uniportal account to access it. So and also you prepare some demo data, so you can easily to try to use these functions and and also is to show this demo to the customers when you introduce the DME. So now when you go to customer side, so you don't just to sell a storage product, but also you can show some demo of the intelligent management and also the data management, so you can have more topics to engage with your customers. So this is all the information I shared. So any questions? Okay. So if no more questions, so I can end my sharing. So hope this, my sharing can help give you some helpful information. Okay, thank you. Any questions, you can send an email to me. Okay.
Thank you. Let's move on to the very last topics for Idea Hubs. And Chengzuo, you can share your screen now.
Hi. My name is Chengzuo Song. My nickname is also Joe. You can call me Joe if you want. And today I'm giving an update on Huawei Idea Hub Board 3 Base and another one which is Idea Presence Flexible Slicing. So first of all, let's go through the product overview. So Idea Hub Board 3 Base is a newly released series that it has 2 OPS slots. And on the navigation bar on the screen, you can switch over between the 2 systems. From now, you can have Android 15 OPS, or you can have Windows OPS. The one for Android is Android 15, came with 8 GB of RAM, 128 GB of storage, and also you could have Windows with different specification. Note that this model, it doesn't have microphone or camera compared to other series, but it comes with speakers. Okay, another part of the interview, let's go over the hardware. So for the speakers, we have 2 tweeters and 2 full-range speaker and 1 woofer. We have NFC screen locking. Before that, other series of Idea Hub were using the NFC tab just for screen sharing, but now with the Android operating system, we use an NFC just for screen unlocking. And we have various ports on the side port, and we have 2 OPS slots as I just discussed. For OPS solutions, I have just discussed, you can have Android 15 ones with this specification, and also it came with this various port. You have the Ethernet port, you can have USB port and HDMI. And also for this series, it is easy to manage and easy to maintain. You can have register it via the Idea managers as same as the other series of Idea Hub. And also you can use Idea Share app adapted to the Android OS. Also we support Idea Share key for this model. Okay, so Idea Hub Board 3 models. So for this one, we compared with Idea Hub Board 3 Pro. Here, there's one thing that we changed, which is unlike the other series, which is we don't have 75 inches in dimensions. We have 65 inches and 86 inches, and these are the model name. And let's go to the hardware introduction. So the appearance of the board series, you can see from here, I have circled some places to mention because the Board 3 Base came with no microphone or camera, and it doesn't have the camera or microphone over here, but it comes with speakers at the bottom here. And notice that this model, the ports are changed on the sides. Before, other series have port on the right bottom, but now for Idea Hub Board 3 Base, we changed the port on the bottom left. And on the other hand, the NFC will be put it on the bottom right. We exchanged it. And let's go to the dual slot of OPS. Now we have identical slots for supported with mixed insertion. And as I just mentioned, on the navigation bar in the system, you can see in the machine itself, you can see that there is a button that you can exchange the OPS so that with two OPS inserted, you can change to the system that you actually want. For Windows OPS, now can be only used as the second OPS, and it cannot be used independently. But afterward, we have a Windows OPS to be launched that can be inserted and used as the second OPS, and be able to use independently in the second half of the year through a software upgrade. Okay. For speakers, we have high fidelity stereo sound. It's 2.1 channels delivering an immersive audio experience, and the sound pressure level is 92 dB, and it provides the clear sound even in the big room. And we have a self-developed bass booster and make the sounds way more authentic and awesome. And here it comes to Bluetooth. Unlike IdeaHub Burst 3 Pro, the model which we're discussing, IdeaHub Burst 3 Base, have Bluetooth 5.3. It allows us to connect the device with speakers and headset. And here is the compatibility trust list. We tested some famous peripherals for speakers and headset. And if you, this is actually a recommendation for the list. If you are in a solution scenario, if you want to give a solution to the customer, you can choose to have the one in the trust list, and this one will